Think MPP President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President should apologize to Edubuahin for what they have done to him, because a simple thing that Anas'S put there, don't pat my back. They have disgraced Edubuahin. And today's judgment, the president should apologize to Edubuahin. Vice president should apologize to Edubuahin.
I run warehouses and haulage. Actually, I am the one that gave the ammunition to Kennedy to fight Anas'S. As a journalist and a lawyer, if you are buying land, won't you go and check and make sure that the land that you are buying, you have the right documents? But he came on my land with power to take away my property, my possessions. I have fought since 2016, and today, God has vindicated me, has shown who Anas'S is. The world is seeing him. There's bigger things yet to come on my case. We are supposed to have had judgment today. He dodged it. But we'll still I won't talk about it because we are still in court. Judgment will finally come. Then I'll come and face you and tell you who the guy is. He's not who we all see him to be. His modus operandi was the same. He used that thing on me, and it was only God that took me out of that. He could have, gotten me with that same method. I went to Kwekubaku to go and tell him about him. When I went there, my car was backed in. The money was taken out of my car. He asked me to go to police station and report, and when I came back, he was gone. Kwesi says something. He chooses who he has to. When people come and pay money to him, then he will go and destroy people. How do you go around destroying people, killing people? How can that be? Today the court has spoken. We've seen who he is now. The truth has come out.
The High Court judge, in fact, he's a Court of Appeal judge sitting as an additional High Court judge. He made very profound statements today. The first one he made was that Anas'S implicates his enemies or enemies of his friends.
Exactly.
And in that way, he says it's unwarranted and dubious. He says that the enterprise that Anas'S seeks to undertake is not investigative journalism. It's rather investigative terrorism. And that he has engaged in so many criminal activities which have been exposed in this case that he himself ought to stand before court and respond to criminal charges for his activities.
Thank you for asking that question. Today, the victory is for the victims of Anas'S, the people, the good people of this country that Anas'S has destroyed. All those people who were sacked from their jobs, the people who have died through Anas'S illegal investigation should be compensated. Compensation is not enough. He has to apologize to his victims. And today, I say to Ghanaians that we have to be bold to speak the truth in this country. A criminal like Anas'S, who goes out there to defame people to enrich himself. It is only this country that a journalist will cover his face to go and give witness when a whole Supreme Court judges are sitting there, and 3 young men have covered their face, testifying against their own colleague judges. One Supreme Court judge from my constituency, before he died, confided in me that his guilt, anytime he sees the judges, he asks himself, how could he have made that mistake? That 3 people covered their face and he didn't even know who was Anas'S, and still convicted his colleagues' judges. Unfortunately, he's dead. He should have seen today's judgment for him to clear his conscience. But I'm not going to talk too much. All I'll say is the victory It's especially for Kwesi Nyantakyi and the gentleman here. What they have gone through, Anas'S humiliation in this country. Nobody, no citizen of this country should go through like that. I tell you today, the 50,000, I don't need it. I give it to him. But he should live with his conscience. And with this judgment, God is also going to give his judgment. The guy is fortunate because I don't have time. I'm contesting as presidential candidate. As I'm here, I have to go somewhere and meet the delegates. If not, I'll have the same time from 2018 to 2023, 5 years. I will have enough time to pursue him in court again, to level against him, criminal charges against him. But it's fortunate that I don't have time. But I'll leave it to Ghanaians to know who is Anas'S. I think MPP President Akufo-Addo and the Vice President should apologize to Edubuahin for what they have done to him. Because a simple thing that Anas'S put there, don't pat my back. They have disgraced Edubuahin. And today's judgment, the president should apologize to Edubuahin. Vice president should apologize to Edubuahin. They cannot sacrifice innocent people like that.